Howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about a couple of different things, 3 things in fact. Basically, what have I been doing over the last couple of months, the things that I've been investing my time in, and where do we go from there. So, first thing I'd like to talk about is the post that I put on the channel a couple of days ago. Yes, it is basically talking about podcasts because I've been listening to one lately and it has been taking me in different directions, which I absolutely love. So many new things to learn. The post basically was a poll that said, hey, do you need a good podcast in your life? Everybody that voted said 5 out of 5 stars. You do. So whether you're doing workouts, inspiration, motivation, business, magic, what have you, find a good podcast in life, because in today's world we're just on the go so much. Whether you're an adult or a teenager, young adult, you're going to be traveling, and having a good podcast to listen to is a good way to go about it. Obviously, if you like music, then listen to music, but for those of us who are into learning new things on the go, podcasts are for you. I also recommend listening to the podcast multiple times while you're on the go. Maybe take note of which one it was that you listened to, which episode, and then listen to it again when you get home, where you can write some stuff down. And yeah, so basically this podcast, The Professional Magician with Chris Johnson, I've been listening to it, pretty much absorbing everything that has been in this podcast. It's absolutely amazing. Then, while I was doing that, I reached out to a couple of the special guests that he had on the show. One of those being Obadiah Thomas. So this was an individual that he's from LA and he does school assemblies mostly. And he's got a nice little website called Razzle Bam Boom, something like that. The school assembly shows. You can basically buy a school show package from them, him and his partner. That, as well as there's some magic on there as well, some magic tricks. So definitely something to keep an eye out for. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Well, I had a conversation with him on the phone for about half an hour the other day. It was good. It got me thinking again, because last year I wanted to do some magic shows. I did 2 actually. I did birthday party, and then I did a Halloween party. After that, I did basically nothing until this year, and then I started doing some walk-around magic, close-up stuff. So, yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. Find some people, have conversations. The conversation basically was, am I right for school shows? And right now, that's not where I'm at. Right now, I've got to hone my craft. I've got to go out and perform and then figure out what it is I want to do. So that's what we were chatting about. Figuring out my character, my persona, all that. So then the last thing I want to talk about today, I know, not that long of a video, but this is going to be the meat and potatoes of the video itself, which is going to be a breakdown of putting together a beautiful, stellar routine to captivate your audience. So we're going to do this in the medium of playing cards, and what better cards to use than the Rise playing cards, since the person who did the video is none other than Chandler from Rise Magic. So, I don't have the video for us today, but I do have some bullet points, and yeah, so let's start out with this. Step 1. There's 5 steps that I'm going to read to you here. There's more of the video. I can link it down below. There's more stuff going on in the video than what I'm going to be talking about here, but these are going to be the 5 points, and each one of these 5 points is going to be 5 steps, 5 tricks. This is what you're going to start with. Then you're going to lead to this, transition, then you're going to close. So your opener has to be something impressive, something amazing. So let's take a look at something that we've got here today. Let's see. So I'm going to have a card selected. Today that card's going to be the 9 of clubs. I'm going to lose that card somewhere in the pack. Yes. Then we're going to bring that card back to the top. Quite impressive, I know. Into the center it goes. Like so. Very nice. Okay. We're bringing it back to the top again. And I know this is kind of looking like an ACR. That's okay. We're going to get to where we're going here. Let's see if I can pull this off. All the cards are, in fact, different. But with a snap, your card jumps back to the top, and this is going to get us to where we should have been the 50 seconds ago. Here's the 9 of clubs. We're going to take the 9 of clubs, we're going to lose it somewhere into the pack. Yeah, just like that. Now, if you were here, you'd be able to push that in. Of course, when you're doing it on camera like this, you can clearly see that it went in my mouth. So yes, the first trick we're going to talk about is the card to mouth. Now, is this what you have to do? No, but this is called an opener. Now, one of the openers that I would probably use if I were doing a card set would be the Chicago opener, the Red Hot Mama, or I would do my variation, which is the Red Hot Daddy. Now, my own personal spin on it, but that's fine. So, the reason why you want to do something like that is because you're going to prove yourself. You're going to do a trick that's anywhere between 1 to 2 minutes long. The shorter the better, but it has to captivate them. It has to enthrall them. You're going to do your best piece of just magic in general, right? And this is going to grab them. Boom. You got them. Fantastic. Once you got them, what are you going to do with them, right? So the next thing you got to do is you got to show off. Ooh, excuse me. Next, you got to show off. So basically, you have to do your longest, best trick. Something that's going to keep them entertained, but it's also going to keep them, good to go, right? So let's say we do... Yeah, we're going to go with my standard here. Yeah, this will be good. This will be good. Yep. Yep. Obviously, since we're doing it in video form, you can do it a little bit different than what you would do in real life. You could work something like this into your trick, but for right now, this is what we're doing, like this. Okay. So the idea here is that you're going to have a card selected, and I would prefer maybe doing something like this. Okay, you got the 6. Okay, very nice. They can pick their card. It doesn't matter what it is. They can pick their card. Beautiful. So this card could easily just go into the pack because they found it. Now it's going to disappear again. It's going to reappear on top, flip face up. You could even shuffle up the cards. Yeah, you could shuffle up the cards. It'd be fine. Shuffle up the cards. Beautiful. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter what you're going to do. You're just going to captivate them. You can do an ACR, which is, like I said, I was kind of doing that at the beginning. You don't really want to do that for your first trick, but your second trick can be the ACR. You're just going to captivate them, and for this particular trick, what I decided to do is a little bit of ambitious card, but also into the... I got to get a new deck. Plus, it's sweaty in here, my hands, all that. So be mindful when you're performing. If it's overly hot, then this is going to cause some issues. So your card has now appeared face up in the pack. Now you could also probably do the messy deck trick, would probably be a good opener as well, but you might want to save that for later. So now the question is, what do you want to do next? So once you've done your long trick that's going to show off all of your skills, your cardistry, your whatnots, how many times you can make the same card appear at the top, all of that is fine. Now the third trick that you want to do is you want to spark interaction. Okay, now you see what I did there? I just cut the cards, that's it. Okay, but there's a reason why. So you're going to have the spectator take your pack and cut it into 4 different packets. Beautiful, right? Now you're going to have them pick a pile. Let's say they do this one, 3 cards down, 3 cards across. You're going to give them these instructions. Let's do this one, so we're on this side now. Might as well. And then we're going to work our way back this way. And for the last one, so they're doing the trick in their hands, then you can say something like, oh, wait a minute, this never happens, or this only happens once in a blue moon. This is once in a blue moon trick that I learned a long time ago, but it has multiple different names. And basically what happens is, of course, all 4 7s are now at the top. Beautiful. Okay, so this is a procedural trick that happens in the spectator's hands. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. Now, let's say you want to do something a little bit different. Okay, because the next setup is going to be mentalism. Step 4 is you want to blow their minds with something. You just really want to, let's see what it's actually called here. Let's see. Do something mental. Mentalism tricks. Excuse me. So this is going to be a trick that basically has no props. Or it can have a prop, but it's going to be mainly in the realm of mentalism. And here's what I'd recommend. You could do this trick, which is absolutely brilliant. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to hand the spectator the cards, and you're just going to instruct them on what to do. Okay? They're going to pick a card from the center. They're going to look at it. They can write on it too. They can just write their name on it, whatever they want to do. And then they're just going to cut it into the pack. That's it. You're gone. Right? Your turn. You're talking to people. Hey, how's it going? Blah, blah. Okay, you're all set. You followed these instructions. You shuffled the pack. You did whatever you needed to do. You picked a card, signed the card, and then you cut it into the pack. So now it's in the center. I have no idea where it's at. Okay, beautiful. Now you can go through and have them deal out the cards. Deal out the cards, and just, you can go fast, slow, whatever you want to do. And I want you to think about your card the whole time. Just think about it, but when you get to your card, don't say anything. Just kind of think about it, right? Just think about your card, keep it in your mind's eye. And when we get close to your card, I'm going to start to feel the heat of the connection between the two. Okay, go ahead and stop there. Let me see that card. Okay, beautiful. So your card's going to be the next card I turn over. It's a beautiful card here. Definitely looks really nice. I'm really getting the sense that it's not a red card. Okay, well. Okay, and I also get the sense that it's not the 4 of hearts that's right here. Your card's actually the 6 of clubs. Now, you definitely don't want to use the pattern that I used, which was the next card I turn over, which I did, because that's the normal trick. The normal trick is that I would be dealing the cards out, and I would have this card here in my hand, and I'd be focusing on this one, and then I'd reach into the pile and turn over their card. So don't do that. But for the purpose of this trick here, I look at it. Well, your card's definitely not red. Okay, and it looks like more like a loop, a 6 of clubs. That's what I'm getting from you right here. Okay, yeah. That's nice. Now, if this was their card, that'd be great. What you could end up doing, let's backtrack here real quick to this particular trick. So let's go back to here. Let's say they're dealing out the cards, and then they're dealing them out slowly, right? And then they get to this card, and you're like, hold on, let me see that. Okay. Hold on. So I think this is your card. I'm definitely getting the vibe that it's a... Is it a red card? Okay, I'm getting a red card. Now we know it's the 6 of clubs, right? I'm getting the vibe that it's a red card, and it's gotta be like a beating chest. It's a heart. It's a heart, and it's kind of a lower number. So I'm just going with the card that I had before, which is 4 hearts. Just pick a random card that's opposite their card. Maybe you're like, oh, it's a Jack of Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds is a beautiful card, and that's the card that wait, no, that's you. Somebody else. Okay, everybody, clear their minds. Clear their minds. I'm getting all discombobulated here. No, your card. No, your card's the 6 of clubs. That's your card, right? So just do some mentalism, freak them out, really get them going, have a good time with it. So that's going to violate their minds. That's going to be the importance of step 4, which is basically just, let's see here, do some mentalism, violate their minds, mentalism tricks. Now, here's the suggestion. The suggestion is the invisible deck. I'm not going to show you that here today, but it's a prop where the presentation is kind of similar to what I just did, but it's all mentalism. It's all going on in their minds, and then a card just magical. Okay, because everything that they do here, it's all card related. There's a couple of other things that they mention, but they don't they don't lean into that. They do card mostly. Okay, fantastic. So that's step 4, and then your step 5 is your closer. Now this is going to be the one that's going to seal the coffin, right? Nail in the coffin. It's going to get them out cold. This is the 1-2 punch at the end. You know, poof. You want to get them down. You want to get them taken out. This is the one that's going to keep them talking about it, right? Your closer. And so this is called the leave behind. Okay, this is the giveaway portion. This is when you leave them with a token or a souvenir that they can kind of enjoy and have with them a memento. And they have a recommendation here, but I'm not actually going to reveal that trick to you because I want you to go check it out. So if you've been here this long in the video, we're going to put the link down below. I want you to go check out this video, and then I want you to let me know what you think about this routine build from Rise Magic. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here today. And make sure that your closer gets real tight too, because that's your opener and closer and your middle trick. Like, there's 5 tricks here. If you're doing these 5 tricks and your stellar performance on every single one of them, you're going to crush it. So keep that in mind. I really want to make sure that you hone in on those skills and get your presentation going pretty well. And just remember to check out that video down below. Thank you, everybody, and remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And we'll see you in the next one.